Good morning. Hello, it's Leanne Peters here. I'm from templeofbalance.com.au, Temple of Balance on Facebook and Temple of Balance on YouTube. And I'm here to pull some cards for this week ahead. We're starting June. So it's June the 1st for me here. Today I'm coming to you from Australia, from Tasmania, Australia. I want to send out an extra special welcome to my Temple of Balance patrons, my Pillar of Light family, and all of those of you who support my work through my website. Thank you so much for your support. I trust you're feeling good. I trust things are flowing well for you. I've just finished writing the current energy report for this week, and there's certainly a strong fiery energy around it and quite a strong unsettling energy. Also confronting, there's communication issues coming up. I talk about lots of all of that sort of stuff and more in the report. So check out your email, my Pillar of Light family. So what I'll be doing today is I'm going to be using my combined deck of Speed of Light Oracle cards with my Animal Kingdom, and I'll be looking for the best cards for each day this week. That's from the 1st of June to the 7th of June. I'm going to do that on my board. I won't be pulling cards for individuals. This is general guidance for everyone. So I trust that you've been led here for a reason, and I trust that something shared will be helpful and supportive for you. So please take on board what feels right, what resonates, and what fits into your life easily, and let the rest go. So I'm going to pause the video for a moment, and as soon as you blink your eyes, I'll be back, and we'll be looking at the board and pulling some cards. So I'll see you in a moment. Okay, so let's prepare to pull some cards. So I'm shuffling the cards and I'm holding the intention to find the best card for Monday the 1st of June, Tuesday the 2nd of June, Wednesday the 3rd, Thursday the 4th, Friday the 5th, Saturday the 6th of June, and Sunday the 7th of June. So I'm looking for the cards that are most helpful for the majority of us for each of these days. So what do we need to know about the week ahead? I'm looking for one card for each of those days, plus one card for the theme for this week ahead. And the best cards are these. So let's take them straight off the top and put them here for Monday, Tuesday. Oops, I looked at that one for some reason. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and the theme. So we've got an even balance here. Hopefully it's not too glary. So, first card, Monday the 1st of June, we have a Speed of Light Oracle. Oh, this is surprising. It's card 30 called Elementals, and it says blessings, abundance, prayers, and opening. Some of us may be feeling quite the opposite of this on Monday. We might be feeling quite out of the flow, quite stuck, quite closed off. But there is great potential to shift this. And I actually was feeling this early this morning when I got up very early, and I was feeling very closed off, very withdrawn, and quite emotional. And I had to really work with the power of my mind to keep me going and keep me focused and keep me open. You know, that things might not be as bad as what I think. My mind might have been blowing things out of proportion. So just to stay focused, counting our blessings too on Monday, and making sure we're not too closed off or too stressed out or too blowing something out of proportion too much. It will not be to our benefit. But this is a really good card to get because it talks about the potential to be in or find on Monday good flow and abundance. This is Tuesday the 2nd of June. We have card 16 called Stepping In. It says solo, commitment, test, allow, and flow. I think you can see that okay. So this is about stepping in on Tuesday, making a commitment to ourselves. We may have been waiting for other people's approval, other people's weighing in on something. We may have been waiting for something from someone else or something external from us. And on Tuesday, there's this feeling of being ready to commit to ourselves. It may be commit to breaking a habit, commit to a new way of life or a new change in our lifestyle, committing to a new element or aspect of our work or the work that we do, our living arrangement, our relationships. This is a very personal commitment that we're making, and it's especially after Monday when we reconnect with the strength, the flow and the openness of who we are. Then we'll be ready to make a commitment, you know, to promise ourselves something, to commit and dedicate our time to changing something or bringing something in. This also brings flow. So there's potential Monday and Tuesday to be in quite good flow if we're open to it and we're not letting our head blow things out of proportion. So Wednesday, I've seen this card, Wednesday the 3rd of June, we have card 1 called Stallion. It says untie yourself, and this is a great motivating card. So we've got flow, we've got gentleness here, bit of a softer, watery kind of movement. This is strong. This card's reminding us to free ourselves, to stop tying ourselves down or weighing ourselves down or holding ourselves back, to untie ourselves and set our wild heart free. So there is a motivation, a determination, a movement in this card. In fact, all of this brings movement. We may find these first few days of the week that things happen quickly. So there might be quite a busyness to our days. We might be going from here to there and here and back again. And things seem to be moving quickly. But there is a sort of a breakthrough feeling potentially on Wednesday. Now this is Thursday the 4th of June. Yes, and then we've got the Water Dragon. And the Water Dragon, how's this going? Still going. The Water Dragon's card 24, and it says diving into new depths. The dragons are the most powerful cards in this deck, and there is a strong dragon element around that I've just been writing about in today's or Monday's current energy report. And this is about really harnessing and working with that fiery energy that's around right now, and harnessing it and using it by calling upon our dragon power, connecting with our dragon heart. This is basically about us. So we need to be really careful this week not to externalize, not to blame people or outside situations or things that's happening around us. It's going to be easy for us to do that. So we have to stay really strong in our self-control to stay very attentive to what we need on a personal level. So the Water Dragon's about deep emotions, and it's encouraging us to drop deeply into ourselves so we can drop deeply into our life. It's a balance of emotions. It's about bringing the water element through this week, and especially on Thursday, to balance the fire energy, which I've been talking about too in the report. This is Friday the 5th of June, and we have Chameleon Card 3, and it says to give it your full attention. So there's something on Friday we've been encouraged to focus on and be attentive to. Also, this is about staying focused. It's about our mindset, our self-control, and what we are letting into our space or not letting in. Are we letting doubt and fear and revenge sort of take over? Or can we step into our power and focus on what we need to tend to, what's important at this time? This is Saturday the 6th of June. Oh yes, I've been feeling this strongly, and I wasn't surprised if this would come up. I wouldn't have been surprised if this was coming up this week, especially for today. So this is a strong energy around at the moment, and it's coming in for Saturday the 6th of June. Card 42, called Tree Maiden. It says endings, surrender, growth and illumination. This suggests that something on Saturday, or we could say pretty much this week, because I was feeling this, a few days before on the Monday when I'm recording this, is that things may be blown out of proportion. Things may seem bigger and louder and scarier than they really are. Now, why this is happening is that these things and how we're reacting to them is trying to get our attention. There's something that needs to end, something that needs to change within ourselves, our interactions with our life, in our relationships, in our home space, our workspace. There's something that's probably preparing to come to an end, and we're being encouraged to surrender. And also surrender any idea of an outcome. What is promised in this card is growth. So whatever's been amplified, whatever needs to come to an end, there is growth with this, which is a really positive thing. This is Sunday, the 7th of June, card 55, the Jellyfish. And it says, vulnerable, flow, flow, flow. Vulnerable, flow, sensitive, protection. We may be feeling a bit raw, a bit vulnerable, a little fragile on Sunday, and we're being encouraged to embrace that, to embrace our vulnerability. And in fact, it takes a lot of strength for us to admit that we're feeling vulnerable. So we might feel a little bit sensitive. Let's trust that we're safe and protected and not put ourselves knowingly into the fire pit of a situation that may be hot and fiery and confronting. Excuse me. There's energy shifting in the throat. So we may not want to put ourselves in unnecessary or potentially confronting situations on Sunday. So there's a strong theme of flow here. There is a lot of movement, and there is a lot of emphasis here on us. It's about us. And it's not about being selfish. It's about looking after ourselves. It's about making ourselves happy, supporting ourselves, and not letting other people's stuff pull us down, weigh us down, or lower our mood or our space. So really holding true in ourselves feels to be strong as we're approaching this week. This is our theme card. It's going to help bring these days together and help us see the bigger picture. We've got card 29, the Sea Eagle. It says reconnection. So this is about reconnecting this week. It's about reconnecting with our spiritual interests, which we may have been neglecting lately because we've had other physical things or more important things to be dealing with. So it might be a return to meditation, a return to church or worship or nature or wherever you like to connect to spirit, to your spirit and your spiritual team, the creator that you connect with in your own way. So there's an element of that in this card, but this is also about reconnecting with ourselves and parts of our life that we had been feeling disconnected from. Reconnection implies that we've been disconnected. So where have you been disconnected? Where have you felt unplugged or separate in your life? And where or what or how can you reconnect there? You might find it helpful to reconnect by staying open, making sure you're in the flow as best as you can. Make a commitment to yourself and what you want for your life and what you want for your future, what you want for your moments. Maybe for you to reconnect with your wild spirit, set it free. Maybe for you, your reconnection is connected with the dragon here and your inner power, your inner strength, and using that strength to help you dive courageously into the unknown. Maybe for you to reconnect is about focusing and concentrating on something. Bringing something to an end might help you reconnect. Or honouring your sensitivity. So there's a freedom feeling with this card as our theme. There's also a balance feeling here. So if you're feeling the fires are too hot in your life and you're feeling very burned up and charred, then balance it with some water. If you're feeling heady and caught up in your head and stressed out and overwhelmed, balance it with some nature. If you're feeling highly emotional, balance it with some self-care time. If you're feeling antsy or unsettled, unstable, maybe you'll feel inspired to get moving, to exercise, get your body moving and strengthening your body. So there's lots going on here. It feels very, very personal. Okay, so very interesting. Let's keep perspective this week. There may be a chance, if you haven't felt it already, which it's likely that you have, things may be blown out of proportion this week. So let's be careful we're not overreacting or feeding into that intensity, but sit back in how we feel, explore how we feel, what's the reaction for us. Maybe write in our journal and get a little clearer about who we are, where we stand. And being really careful we don't give our power away this week. But reconnecting is going to likely be our theme. So where are you feeling disconnected, and how can you reconnect now? How can you get your power back? So notice if you're giving your power away, and call it back, summon it back, so you can stand in your personal power, your strength and your courage to get through what you have to get through. So thank you so much for joining me. I have used my combined Animal Kingdom Oracle cards with my Speed of Light Oracle here. You can learn more about either of these decks on my website if you're inspired to, at templeofbalance.com.au. If you've enjoyed this video, please hit the thumbs up button. Please show us some love. Please comment or share if you're inspired to. And if you want to connect more privately, please send us a message through our website. So if you want to learn more about me and the work I do at Temple of Balance, please visit templeofbalance.com.au. Keep an eye out for support videos throughout this week on my Temple of Balance Facebook page. There will also be a few spirit guide drawing videos coming this week, so check those out as they come in. Keep an eye out on the video tab on my Facebook page, Temple of Balance on Facebook. And then I'll be in and out throughout the week on social media. So I'll see you next week again for the guidance for next week. Have a fantastic week. Happy birthday if it's your birthday this week. And I will connect with you again very soon. So thank you so much, and namaste.